Hello students, video lecture 48. In this video lecture we will discuss about summary of civics chapter 7, that is outcomes of democracy. Outcomes means result, that what do democracies produce. This is all about in this chapter. So the first article is assessment of democracy. How do we assess, how do we check that democracy is coming up to the level of? So the first thing about assessment of democracy is that democracy provide all of us equal opportunities in the political field, that is right to equality. Second, democracies allow us to take part in decision making process, that is through right to vote. Number three, democracies allow us or any other political organization or political body or a individual to correct its mistakes. This means that if any political body, political party, or a minister or a leader who is politically elected, if fails to fulfill the promises done to the public, then he or she is given another chance and by losing in the election. So this way democracies prove better than any other form of government, and that is how democracies give their assessment. Next article in this is that democracies produce accountable, responsive, and legitimate governments. This is one of the important article of this chapter, that how do, question based on this, that how do democracies produce accountable, responsive, and legitimate governments. These are the three words, and these three words explains a lot about democracy. Accountable, that democracy governments are responsible, they are accountable, they fulfill the need and expectations of the people. This is how they are accountable. Democracies use some procedures to be followed, which are laid down, because they are accountable to that, they are responsible. So democracies are also responsible for their all goods and bads, whatever they do. Then next term is responsive. Democracies respond. This responsive means they give answer to all the questions put to them by anybody. So this is how they are responsive. And legitimate, since democracies use some mechanism, so they all these are debated publicly, and this is how they are legitimate. They bring the government machinery closer to the people. And another meaning of legitimacy is transparency. So all government mechanism is transparent and everybody has right to access it. So this is how democracies are accountable form of government, responsive type of government, and legitimate government. Next article is economic growth and development. In this economic growth and development, in this aspect, basically democracies, if we compare democracies in terms of economic development, so compared to non-democracies, so here we find a little bit a difference between democracies and non-democratic regimes. So democracies are little bit slow in economic development compared to non-democracies, and there is only one factor to this, and that factor is decision making process and involvement of large number of people for taking decision in democracy. On the other hand, this decision is taken by one person in non-democratic regime. This is how the delay in economic decision is, but this delay is at the cost of some quality decision, because in democracies all elective bodies, if we take the example of India, So 545 MPs and about 250 that is MP in Rajya Sabha and other state legislative assembly elected MLAs, they all take decision. So about many thousands of people sit together to take decision. So some delay is there, but this delay is genuine for the quality decision. So in the field of economy we can say democracies are slow, but they are not so slow. The gap is very close. Development is coming, but development is coming slow. So this is about the economic development and in the growth and development in democracies. Article number 4, reduction of inequality and poverty. If we take about equality and poverty in case of democracies, so democracy is a system of political equality. Democracy allows everyone to use its parameters in political arena on equal footing. But in case of poverty, democracies generally do not disturb the poor and other sections of society for two reasons. That democracies help the ultra rich section, that is for the purpose of political funding, party funding, etc. And no party wishes to disturb the poverty, because the poor people constitute larger section of society and they remain vote bank for them. So if we say in democracies, that is ultra rich are getting richer day by day and poor sections of society are poorer. If we take the example of some our neighboring countries democracy, that is Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, poverty has surfaced so deeply that population of Bangladesh is dependent, or rather we can say that Bangladesh is dependent for food, cloth and other amenities on its neighboring countries. So this is how democracies are variant in poverty and equality on the basis of social, economical and political. Political equality they provide. Everyone is equally authorized to make political groups, to take political action part or so. Next article is accommodation of social diversity. This is one more very important article, that how do democracies accommodate social diversity. Here accommodation of social diversity means giving equal representation, giving equal status to all sections of society. Society can be divided on different bases, language basis, religion basis, culture basis, region basis, like we have discussed the cases of Sri Lanka and Belgium. In Belgium, the Belgian government accommodated all of them by giving equal representation, but in Sri Lanka the regional disparity, lingual disparity were exercised, so civil war occurred. So how do social democracies now in this, if the majority, because democracy is a competition of majority, numerical majority, not community majority. So if majority thinks feel about minority group, because majority and minority are the two aspects, so majority must think of minority issues, because those who are in majority today, tomorrow they will be in minority, and those who are in minority today, they may be in majority tomorrow. So majority and minority must go together, and there should be no compromise for the issues of minorities by the majority group politically. We are talking politically. It is not a case of community majority or community minority. Another aspect about that accommodation of social diversity, social groups are treated equally in the democracies. So as long as democracy treats all sections of society, democracy works. But the moment the social groups are discriminated, then democracies cease to work, and then differences will occur. So, all fundamental rights must be exercised on equal footing, and all society should be given equal treatment. There should be no discrimination between the social groups on any basis. So this is how and this is done in democracies only. Non-democratic regimes has no such feature. In non-democracies or in monarchies or any other type of government which is run non-democratically, they do not exercise such powers. This is only in the democracies. So we can say that democracies accommodate social diversity peacefully and harmoniously. And last article of this is dignity and freedom of citizens. Dignity and freedom of citizens, in this we must say that in democracies only the dignity of an individual is enhanced. An individual is invited in decision making process. So less or more this article, dignity and freedom of citizen, is very close to assessment of democracy. So both these articles are similar. So we can say that in democracies dignity of an individual is enhanced and they are given some power. And since then the concept of one vote one value has come, then every person feels dignified. So that is all from this chapter. But once again I want to remind, there are two important articles from this chapter, and though they are, that is the accountable, responsive and legitimate governments. How do democracies produce accountable, responsive and legitimate governments? This is a question, I'm just telling you. And next one is, that is, how do democracies accommodate social diversity? So these questions are important for 5 marks. So you must focus on these two articles. Thank you very much from this video. Keep on watching.